welcome back to Bohopunkz. My wonderful customer asked me to make her a Melanie Martinez doll, and I was completely up for the challenge. She chose the creature version of Melanie Martinez, so I made a mask to go onto a Draculaura Generation 3, and it'll snap right on, so I could do a little less hand sculpting to make it a little easier on myself.
Damn!
I custom blend the pigments in order to create the Draculaura skin tone. And while it's printing, we're going to go ahead and do all of the rest of the sculpting by hand while we wait. Her torso gave me a little trouble while I was sculpting, but I managed to get to it. I'm slowly getting better at using Apoxie sculpt without running out of time. I guess I figured out the balance between time management and not making too much or too little for the pass that I need to make. While I was doing this, I seen a bunch of different pictures from a bunch of different angles and interpreted her body sculpt different. The texture that's on her bodysuit, it looked different in some pictures, and I think that's because it was evolving over time into a more elaborate bodysuit. Just to let you guys know, I do take commissions, so if you ever have something you want made, as long as it's not offensive, I will happily make it for you. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. That fit perfectly. Her face mask didn't do too bad. It did crack a little bit when I was taking it off of its support sticks, but that's easily going to be covered and fixed. Sculpting the hand was nerve-wracking, but I decided that I would sculpt and fix any kind of blemishes or gaps with resin to make it even harder for it to snap later on or break down. I'm not sure how Epoxy sculpt does with aging once it's been around for some time. This doll has a lot of different little grooves and crevices, and I'm just making sure that I don't put clay where it would limit her mobility too much. Granted, I don't want her arms moved a ton because she is going to have a full body paint, but if it does scratch away, it'll only be a slight difference in pink versus a whole entire different color skin tone or hue. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch me sculpt every single inch of this body. I just wanted to show the parts that I just wanted to show you some of the parts that I wouldn't have to repeat, that I'm going to have to repeat, so I show you once, stuff like that. As you see, there's two different pinks, but I mixed it one more time because I ran out of pink, and I didn't realize that the gray was going to stick out so hard underneath the pink. So I mixed it again, and I don't know if you guys know this, but certain reds will dry to a darker hue. excuse the wind, there's a thunderstorm going through my area currently, and I have limited time to do voiceover, so you know, what's a little ambiance in the background of Mother Nature hooting and hollering in the sky. But I absolutely love that I chose to do a 3D of the mask, because then I got that look that she has. I could have drawn the eyeballs onto the forehead, but I just really wanted to challenge myself because I was going to already have to make ears. So I said, why not? While I'm building up the ears and the cheekbones and the lip, why not just do eyeballs all the way and just have it a mask? So I'm very happy that I did that. Some people have commented and said they didn't like the 4 eyes, but I don't know if they're just commenting that they don't like Melanie Martinez's creature transformation, or if they in general just didn't like that I made 3D eyes. I usually strive if you ask me for a certain character, I try to get as close as I can with some changes, of course. Like, I know for a fact that I don't have her sculpts on her stomach and her back and all that down to a specific copy and paste image, which I'm fine with, and my customer was fine with too, because I'm not here to make an action figure of your favorite character or image. It's art, and I perceived it in different ways every time I looked at it. So my person was very understanding of that, and that there was going to be changes, which I love about my customers. They're always the sweetest. I think she looks so cute. So cute. She looks like a little Muppet to me, and I couldn't think of what Muppet she looked like without her hair. But she just looks like a cute little Muppet character. I don't know. I'm trying to think. But if you could think of the Muppet character she looks like without her hair, I'd be inclined to... I'd love to know. Here I'm just using a fabric. Actually, I don't know what this is called. But I'm cutting little strips of pink so that I can make the ruffles around her black outfit. We all know I'm not like the perfect seamstress, so I don't show a lot of my sewing. I did show me trying to figure out how much fabric need to gather where, so that I could see what is covered, what isn't, compared to the picture. I needed to see if there was underwear. Is there how see-through is the black? You know, just trying to figure out that type of stuff. Good thing my laptop's already charged, because the power just flickered. Haha. Nervous. Alright, back to what we were talking about. I'm really proud of myself here. I took each leg and I lined them up side by side, and then put a stitch on both corresponding sides, so that when I put it on the doll as pants, I could just pull the string to cinch it closer to the body, and then add the ribbons to hide where it was cinched in. Which I wasn't sure how I was going to do it at first, but I'm very happy with the results. Very happy. Making these bows were no joke. Now we get to put earrings. Yes, I didn't put holes in the ears when I was sculpting it, but that's fine, because there is no telling if I was going to actually be able to fit any of the wire that I put into the holes, and then there would be a complication of how it would print. So for now, I'm perfectly fine with gluing some earrings on, because I know this doll will be very well loved and taken care of. Hair time! I just mapped out where I'm going to put some things very loosely, but I already know that I'm going to be putting blonde into the green area and the pink area, because I looked at the wig or hairpiece, however it is, on TikTok, and she does a whole bunch of contemporary movements that makes it easier for me to see that it's a blend. She also have two really long braids that are very thin and delicate on the sides. And once we give her a trim to make it just shaggy bangs that don't cover the ears and get everything situated, thank you so much for coming by. I absolutely adore you guys. I can't believe that I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. And I decided to make a stand for her because, well, I didn't want the Monster High stand to... I didn't want the typical doll stand to mess up her sculpt or scrape any paint off of the side of her stomach. So we made her a saddle style doll stand in advance. I somehow perfectly made the saddle part. Don't ask me how I knew, because it was just a guesstimation and it just worked out really well for the wooden dolls I had. So I'm taking some of my miniature supply and laying down some fake grass or turf. And I know I didn't have a single round piece, but we're gonna fix it because we're gonna cover it with some foliage. Foliage. I think I said that right. We're gonna use some Uhu glue. I do change my mind on the Uhu glue because I'm impatient. It takes too long to set. Now, if I had time to let it set, I would. But as I was working, a piece like moved, and I don't like, once I put it down, you stay there. You don't move. You don't get to move, okay? I'm the creator here, and I said stay. So we switched back and forth between Uhu glue and hot glue, depending on my temperament about where the piece could move or couldn't move. Because, I mean, if we're hiding something, we don't need it to move 2 inches over, an inch over, a millimeter. You need to stay there. All right? So I got some little flowers, also for miniatures. I got my miniature stuff from Goodwill. You never would have guessed. A Goodwill outlet. The stuff people donate helps me out a lot. I am finally doing her lashes. I'm really intimidated by putting lashes because I feel like the glue, I've had glue take off paint, like off of the eye area on a doll. So I get a little nervous about this. I always leave it to the last. I don't know if you guys noticed. Just make sure. You know, I hurt you guys big time. Big time, alright? But with that, dear sweet Melanie is done. She came out so good. She's so adorable. You might not like it. You might love it. I don't know. But I'd love to hear your opinions. Either way. But make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell at the top of the bar. If you like my stuff, please subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000 followers. How cool would that be? To be at 1,000 followers, I feel almost official. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. I look at every single comment. I like every single comment, regardless of what it says. Because I appreciate the time that you guys put into leaving a comment, leaving a like, subscribing to me. And I will see you for the Halloween season. We're going to kick it off real nice. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.